Take a look at our tail of the tape for this feature showcase bout. Louis McGrillen, only 22 years of age. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, much older. Both men 5 feet 6 inches tall. 68-inch reach on the arms, giving Louis McGrillen a 4-inch advantage. Both men have 39-inch legs. McGrillen in the yellow trunks, 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in the gray. Feature showcase bout, non-league action here. Southpaw stance for McGrillen.
You can see 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 circling away from that left hand straight away. He knows where the danger is. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's got a good check left hook. He powers straight away, but look at that composure from McGrillen. Taking his time. He's looking for his opportunity. He's throwing that uppercut.
Twice to the body now for McGrillen.
McGrillen also very composed though, not wasting energy, taking a good look.
Discourage 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 from level changing. There it is again. Very fast left hand of McGrillen. Lovely footwork. I love how he cuts him off. There's the head kick again. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's taking these shots. He's rebounding. There's a level change again. Beautiful sprawl.
Stop. Huge power in that left hand for McGrillen.
McGrillen trying to find his perfect shot here. I think he feels good.
Here's the replays. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Just so clean, right on the chin. Bang, look at that. Lovely follow through as well. You see the punch show itself over the rear shoulder of 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Beautiful follow through on that punch. And 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, he was up on his feet every time he got knocked down. He attempted takedowns. He gave McGrillen problems, and McGrillen solved them.
I mean, look at this. This punch finishes 2 foot behind 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Right through the chin.
Perfect placement from McGrillen.
Look at that.
And look, that was the final, that was the last point, the emphasis.
Referee Mark Goddard calls a stop to the action at 2 minutes and 33 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout, Louis the Margarita McGrillen.
Tail of the tape. Louis McGrillen, 22 years of age. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is 31. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is 5'9". McGrillen 3 inches shorter. But it is McGrillen with the longer arms and the longer legs. McGrillen champing at the bit to get this thing started. He's in the yellow trunks. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in the gray. McGrillen sprints across and takes control of the center of the smart cage. Tries the left hand early.
Looking for a fast start here is McGrillen. Looking to back up. Oh, left hand lands. But 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's attention.
Nice sharp inside leg kick there from 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗦. The left hand has found its home a couple of times early.
He's taken those shots well though, my goodness.
Single leg attempt by 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'. Great defense from McGrillen. There's the left hand to the body.
Beautiful searching shot to the body there. Lovely takedown defense on that single leg. He's got to watch this knee from the clinch here.
You can see just the loose but precise way that McGrillen throws that straight left hand. He goes upstairs and down with it to the body, to the head. Another inside leg kick there.
Looks to me like he's trying to draw 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 to throw now so he can counter. There we go. He's looking to counter that shot.
𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'D still moving. He's worn a couple of those punches. Apparently to no effect, and the right hand sneaks through for 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
Yes, felt the power, but he's firing right back. And look at the face from McGrillen turning right.
Two left hands.
Swinging away and a couple of wobbles there. That time 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 caught McGrillen jumping in.
Beautiful variety with the left hand here, but 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is just standing, taking these shots.
Chin is an underrated weapon in the game of mixed martial arts, fellas.
The right hand there for 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Pushing forward now, very interesting. Good left from McGrillen there.
Caught the right timing as 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 was turning his hips on the kick. And look at the head snap back. Unbelievable.
I don't know how he's taking these shots. Most people would have been down now. And again,
there's another. And that can be very discouraging for a power puncher like McGrillen because he's landed 5 or 6 big clean shots already.
Clean shots.
He's just not only taking them, he's firing right back at him.
Nice work to the body there, switching his targets.
The right hand landed again for 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, but he ate a left for his efforts. Lewis McGrillen hanging his chin out now, inviting 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 to exchange.
Good shots from 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 coming back here. Can't count him out, especially because he's taking these shots so well.
4 lefts in a row that land for McGrillen. A normal human being wouldn't be standing anymore, but 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 will not oblige. Good counter again from the man from Tajikistan.
From 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, and now he's starting to land with his left. McGrillen obliges with the left of his own.
Good left there. How is he still standing?
He's calling him on. He's calling him on.
Just eating those for lunch and dinner. 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 defying the laws of physics here.
McGrillen showing he's got a chin as well, taking some shots back from the tough Tajikistan fighter. Good takedown defense from McGrillen.
I'm going to call him the Tajiki zombie. The way he takes these strikes is unbelievable. Huge left hand, and he's wobbling now.
Frozen legs of 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, at least momentarily. And we've seen McGrillen be patient in these situations before.
He has to be very patient with an opponent like this because he's doing everything to finish him.
How is he still standing?
Inside of 1 minute, 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 taking everything that Lewis McGrillen has to offer. There's a flying knee attempt.
30 seconds left. This has been ferocious from the start. Beautiful uppercut from McGrillen.
The pace is unreal. Good right hand there for 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 again. His counters are on point.
You know, when you're willing to take a shot like the Korean zombie is, you can put yourself in range to land counters regardless of what you're getting caught with. It's incredible that he stayed on his feet. I'd like to see McGrillen add some more things into his game, maybe some body kicks. But because this left hand is landing so well, you just keep going to it. Wow, what a first round!
What a round, what a pace set by both of these fighters.
Yeah, he needs a run-up maybe.
𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
And 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 has a little blood on the forehead, some blood running from his right ear.
but just as eager as McGrillen to get to round number 2. Lewis McGrillen is... Clean knockout! He came around the corner with it. The straight left didn't get the job done in round 1, so he threw kind of the underhand.
Wow.
Man.
Look how it spun his chin towards his shoulder. Like, that's what we saw against 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, that twist in the neck. That thing that shakes the brain for a second and puts his opponent on the floor. Wow. Wow.
I tell you what, it's the way that, watch it, he brings it from the hip.
You can see it. It looks like a body shot, right?
Yes, it's unbelievable. I mean, that's the second fight in a row we've seen Lewis McGrillen change the level with the feint, bring that left hand all the way down to his hip like he's loading up to throw a baseball, and then it's coming and you don't know where it's going to land. Is it going to come right up the middle? Is he going to go around the guard with it? Is it going to go to the body? And he just dials it in on the chin. Nasty, nasty punch again from the McGrillen.
I wonder if this was what his corner told him in the second round.
Referee 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 called a halt to the action at 12 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via knockout, Lewis McGrillen!
There's our tail of the tape for the main event. Francesco Nuzzi, 26 years of age. Farbod 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗚𝗨𝗘 is 32. 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗚𝗃𝗍 is the taller fighter at 5'7", but the longer arms and legs belong to Francesco Nuzzi.
Gentlemen, you're going to protect yourselves at all times. You're going to obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting until I tell you to stop. Touch gloves if you want. Step back. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
Nuzzi tries to take gloves. Farbod 𝗟𝗚𝗃𝗍𝗃 uses the opportunity to shoot the takedown. Nice sprawl from the Italian. Nuzzi is in the yellow, 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗍 is in the gray. Southpaw stance for the Italian.
Farbod trying to level change underneath the pressure. A little nod from Farbod there.
Set outside single here. Now switches it to the head inside. Drives through, got Nuzzi off balance.
Beautiful corner turn there on that single leg. Nuzzi's going to be difficult to control though when he has submissions on the floor as well. Farbod has to take top position and get past his guard. This is good work, pressure into the back here.
This is Farbod at his best. He's tired, Nuzzi out. But good defense from Nuzzi as well.
Farbod circling away from that left leg of Francesco Nuzzi.
His corner was telling him to circle away, wait for the next opportunity to come. For the takedown, that is.
Are you kidding me? Sends Farbod to the land of the ancestors.
Wow.
Here comes Stefan.
Oh man, he only takes one step as well. So the only step he takes, it's the jab, the left hand and the kick as well. And
see how it draws his hand away from his head.
And Farbod drops his head into the kick.
What an incredible technique.
Oh man.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 52 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout and clinching their place in the PFL Europe playoffs, Francesco Nuzzi!
There's our tail of the tape. This is a playoff bout. Winner advances to a championship in Dublin. Cornelia Holm is 10 years older than Dakota Ditcheva. Ditcheva is the taller fighter with the longer reach. 3 5-minute rounds. playoff semifinal. Winner advances to face Valentina 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 in Dublin for a $100,000 PFL Europe Championship.
Look at the change in the look in the eyes of Dakota Ditcheva right when the fight started. From smiling when she walked in to hunting her prey right now.
Already switching stances, opened with an inside leg kick out of the southpaw stance. There she goes to it again.
Such long limbs for this weight class as well, and she utilized them so well with that jab. But this is a good takedown for Holm.
Beautiful work. Nice scramble though from Ditcheva.
Cornelia Holm, strong work to get Dakota down. Dakota not conceding anything, right back to the feet, making Holm work for this one. There's that ATT room paying its dividends early for Dakota Ditcheva. Back to her feet, but Cornelia Holm pressing.
Looks like she's got two hands on one wrist here. She's trying to break this grip of Cornelia Holm, which is going to be difficult to do given how strong Holm is.
Nice job here from Ditcheva. Keeping her legs wide, so Holm won't drop to a double or a single.
Holm now all the way around the back if she wants to be.
Good knees to the thighs here.
I think this situation will give confidence to both women though. Holm with the takedown and Ditcheva with the get up.
Well, this is the adversity, Sean, that you were talking about. This healthy to feel this pressure sometimes, because if it gets too easy, you stop evolving. You stay the version that you are that's successful, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you can start finding some holes, some gaps in your game that can be improved, you're always going to continue evolving. And Holm is the kind of person that will find those gaps in your game.
She's doing a really good job so far, keeping Ditcheva up against the fence, wearing on her, making her work. Ditcheva's got a wizard here.
And I make the point all the time that this is not the most fan-friendly style of mixed martial arts, but it is as taxing and difficult as any other kind of fighting that you can experience inside of our smart cage or anywhere else. Both fighters here constantly flexing, pressing, the little micro muscles and the major muscle groups all having to work, sapping the gas tank. It's a brilliant strategy by Cornelia Holm to try and take the explosiveness and bounce off of Dakota Ditcheva, because if she can find space again, that's where she's really, truly dangerous.
No, and that's a great point, Sean, because like it's not only the muscle fatigue, but it's also the head pressure, the pressure into the body. Like she's driving her head into the face of Ditcheva right now. She's making it very uncomfortable. You can see this hook on the far side, keeping her trapped against the fence, but always driving her head in, forcing Dakota to deal with this pressure. Beautiful work by Cornelia Holm, and it's going to be exhausting for her because it's hard to know when to relax in these moments, right? This is where really good wrestlers like the Lazy King can be efficient. As a striker, it's very difficult to relax in these moments. It's unfamiliar to us.
She dropped down for a single, trying to go for a double again, but Ditcheva recognizes it. Back to the single. She may use it to go to the back of Ditcheva again.
And look, Dakota Ditcheva has been confident for good reason, because she puts in work with really high-level wrestlers, both male and female, people who can really push her. And now
there's the knees.
The knees coming up the center, right back on the attack. Holm trying to drive through this takedown attempt, and Ditcheva, excellent balance, does not concede. Now going to work right hand to the body of Cornelia Holm, who is dogged in the pursuit of a true takedown here.
That was perfect timing when Ditcheva was throwing those knees, because if you time that on the wrong moment,
you're going to eat one.
You're going to eat one and it's over.
And she's so close here to getting her hands together, or either around a leg or a hip. Great wrist control by Dakota, keeping these hands apart, but now her hands are together on a single leg. Can she get her hips into the fence and start to elevate? Great base from Ditcheva.
She's not giving Ditcheva any space to move away. Trying to close her hands, but Ditcheva is doing a really good job keeping her legs wide like this. So it's not possible for Holm to close her hands and lift her up.
Hard to see from this angle on the camera, but they are right in front of our broadcast position. Really nice cross-face that whole time from Dakota Ditcheva, who now goes back to work with some knees. Holm offers a few as well. A whole round of that cage wrestling pressure from Cornelia Holm. Ditcheva in the red, Cornelia Holm in the gray. Dakota.
Pressure on the feet now from Ditcheva.
Now, how does this change Ditcheva's striking game, knowing that Holm is going to be grabbing a hold of her at the first opportunity? She's got to try and fill that center channel with knees. Try and catch her on the way in, or potentially focus on takedown defense. Oh,
right hand.
What a right hand that was.
It's a laser. She always hits her target with that right hand.
Gets a hold of the leg though.
Cornelia Holm.
Good job by Ditcheva.
Grabbed a hold of that leg. Gonna have to adjust a little bit here.
Solid teep to the midsection as well. You can just tell the conditioning of Ditcheva. I mean, you can see the physicality on her, but you know, in order for it to be so long and rangy at the weight class, she has to stay on point with her conditioning. Oh, she caught the leg. Could she get a takedown here?
Good balance from Ditcheva there, but Holm is back where she wants to be.
You've got to think the hours that Ditcheva's spent doing this American top team. Every coach in that building knows that people are going to try and do this to her. When she starts landing that crisp right hand or those knees to the chin, she's going to get closed down.
I mean, this is really what Cornelia Holm has to do. She ate that right hand, and then a high kick landed. Nasty leg kick as well from Ditcheva.
It looks like Holm's got her hands locked. Drops for a single.
Referee's not going to allow this to be a stalemate on the cage for an entire round like he was in round number 1. Wants to see more action here. Mentioned that during the break to both corners. And there is the stand-up. Cornelia Holm tries to go right back. Good sprawl, and then immediately back on the attack with that left high kick.
Beautiful left hand there by Ditcheva.
Oh, solid knee.
We saw her finish a fight in the PFL, I believe her PFL debut, with a similar knee. Here comes the right hand from Dakota.
Switching stances as well. Straight left, straight right, sets up both of her kicks, both power sides as well. Beautiful fluidity in the movement. You can see Cornelia Holm now starting to really feel the pressure. Desperate to get this fight to the floor. Beautiful, very nice. Now we're going to see Holm deal with the grappling skills of Ditcheva.
She's got a hold of the wrist. She's going to try and take the back. Got one hook in. There's the second. Can she stretch her out?
2 hooks in.
Goes to work with the right hands.
Arm triangle possibly.
Heavy hips.
Something tells me Ditcheva's not going to try for a submission after that first round.
Trying to move back into mount.
And I needed to reach together with that.
Ground and pound here from Ditcheva. Holm continuing to move. Make Ditcheva address the position first. Holm's going to need that underhook if she wants to get up from here.
Ditcheva is trying to get her forearm on the face of Holm to create space. And then those strikes again.
Nice short shots while at the same time maintaining that head position.
Good work by Holm to get her legs back in the fight.
No surprise there.
I mean, it's a small victory, but then this is your reward. Back on the feet with Dakota Ditcheva. Good level change here from Holm.
She goes again, pushes her back, but great balance by Ditcheva.
Guillotine. She's got a guillotine here. That looks tight.
It's very tight. Can she get the grip and elevate her right elbow? Get the angle on that forearm across Cornelia Holm's
Job by Holm pushing her head up.
If Holm gets this takedown, she's got to land outside of the guard, otherwise she's going to get trapped here.
Trying to hook the leg.
That is a tight squeeze. But the hands are locked for Cornelia Holm. Ditcheva has lost the grip on the choke.
It wasn't deep enough. Now she needs to let go because it'll be easier for Holm to lift her when she keeps a hold of that guillotine.
Really great takedown defense here, and all of this takedown defense from Ditcheva is exhausting for Holm as well, whose posture's broken, head's down. Look at this. Now you can see the difference. Look at the bend in her spine now. Before we had that head pressure. Now we don't have it anymore. Now the posture's broken. Her back's tired.
Round 3, Dakota Ditcheva in the red, Cornelia Holm in the gray. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Stefan Struve, cage side. Winner of this fight advances to the PFL Europe Women's Flyweight Championship in Dublin on December 8th. $100,000 and a nice shiny gold belt on the line there.
I think we're going to start seeing Dakota start throwing head kicks soon, setting up by her hands, because Holm's staying outside of her kicking range here. Dakota's going to have to step into range with a couple of punches and try and set the kicks up.
Holm's waiting for that for the level change. Dakota lands a right hand and then a right leg kick.
Trying to line Holm up to land a big shot, but the speed in the takedowns and the level change from Holm in those first 2 rounds surprised a lot of people, I think.
And we've got to remember what Dakota mentioned to Olivia earlier as well. She wants cage time. She wants time in there, experience. She doesn't want to get to 10-0, 12-0, 15-0, and have not had the time in there to understand the game fully. This is why her conditioning is so important. You've got to see this from Cornelia Holm's perspective as well. Ditcheva's moving constantly, switching her stance. So anytime you start to set something up, you've got to recalibrate when she switches her stance.
Check right hand landed.
A good leg kick from Ditcheva, but as you said, Sean, good right hand from Holm.
And that stabbing front kick and another leg kick from Ditcheva. Both of these women showing a little fatigue. Oh, there's a head kick. Good bounce still in the steps after some deep breaths.
Smart 3rd round for Dakota, keeping that kicking range with those long legs. Every single time she has come too close, it was Holm who made the level change and went for her legs. Or full leg kick.
Ditcheva might just be content to kick that front leg out from under Cornelia Holm for these final 3 minutes. We've seen kicks to the legs stop fights in the past. Nice right hand. Landed behind the ear.
Ditcheva's doing a really good job of feinting with her hip as well. Now she knows that the low kick is really hurting her opponent. Watch her start feinting, twitching that hip. There she goes again.
Beautiful jab.
And another. And finishing a combination with the attack to that lead leg. Cornelia Holm, toughness on display yet again. We saw it last time out. Won a split decision over 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. After being dropped, good jab again from Dakota Ditcheva. Cornelia Holm, very difficult to put away.
Dakota Ditcheva with the 3rd round finish.
Look at the overhead view
Oh
here.
man, absolutely beautiful.
She was lucky that head kick didn't land. Bang!
Oh,
wow.
Beautiful body
Straight
shot.
to the body, hook to the head.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Liver shot right there, right in the body. Bang!
From that southpaw stance.
Somewhere in the world, Bas Rutten is bouncing up and down right now.
Talk about world-class striking. Body had beautifully.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 calls a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 55 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner via TKO and clinching her spot in the PFL Europe Championship, Dakota Ditcheva!
Cedric Doumbé, 31 years of age. Jordan Zebo is 23. Zebo, the taller fighter, weighed in a little bit heavier. The reach advantage on the arms goes to Cedric Doumbé. Equal measurement on the legs. Goddard to oversee our main event. Cedric Doumbé making his PFL debut in the black, Jordan Zebo in the gray. Southpaw stance for Zebo.
In that low stance from Cedric. Oh!
Are you kidding me? It's over!
What?
Knockout for Doumbé!
Wow! Wow! Wow!
I think we may have a new record, gentlemen.
So there's the head kick from Zebo. Low kick and a hook from Cedric Doumbé, like lightning. Catches the kick, returns with a low kick, and then hook. 2 shots to the chin in no time at all.
The precision.
Bap,
Incredible.
bap, wow,
Do we have the official time yet?
wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 calls a halt to the action at 9 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout, Cedric the Best Doumbé!
Yazid Shoshone, Ignacio 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, tail of the tape. Shoshone is 34, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅 is 31. Both men 5 feet 7 inches tall. 2-inch reach advantage on the arms belonging to Shoshone. 2 inches in 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅's favor on the legs. Mark Goddard to oversee this regular season action. Yazid Shoshone in the black, Ignacio 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅 in the blue. Touch of the gloves and we are underway, rounding out our lightweight bracket.
Look at the size of these guys at lightweight. Both of them very powerful, and they love to wing powerful hooks as well in the pocket. I feel like when this ignites, it's going to go down.
Nice jab and a right hand from Yazid Shoshone. And there's those winging hooks. Both men offered a couple.
Looks to me already like Shoshone has a slight speed advantage. Oh!
Through the middle, nice job by Shoshone there.
Great movement.
Oh! Stiff jab by 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅.
And a right hand. He's got Shoshone on skates. Swinging away now. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅 forces the level change.
This is what we expected. This is what we wanted.
Furious pace, and just like you said, Dan Hardy, when it starts, it's going to go up quickly.
And 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗅 is now going to try and get these arms free as soon as he can, because he needs to keep touching Yazid Shoshone to keep him dazed and keep him hurt.
Well, talk about the recovery of Yazid Shoshone, who went from stumbling around to executing a beautiful toss, but finds himself on the bottom position here.
Shoshone needs to get his right leg back underneath him and work with the fence to get back up. But 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗅's got a body lock, so that makes it difficult.
As I familiarize myself with the European mixed martial arts scene, I'm finding that
We've got to be watching out for these butterfly hooks. We can see them here. We can see the feet poking through here. He's going to try and elevate his opponent either way, try and create a scramble. You can see the overhook here as well. He's going to use that to control the base of his opponent. I expect Shoshone to try and tip him over here with these butterfly hooks. Now you can see 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗅 has passed the knee line here. The knee line is passed. Beautiful work here by Shoshone to get his knees back into play, though.
a little blood on the cheek of Yazid Shoshone. Not sure where that's coming from, maybe just a tiny cut.
There's a little swelling under the eye as well. No surprise, because both of the guys were swinging.
Now 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗅 with the hooks again on the stand-up. Shoshone circles out. Maybe on some unsteady legs here.
Just a little quicker to the target sometimes, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗅's now, and that, I don't think that's a speed thing. I think it's a trajectory thing. I think he's slightly tighter on the inside. Shoshone gets a little bit loopy with his big punches.
Yeah, both guys had most success through the middle.
their opponent open up with those big shots. There's a swing again.
The speed of 𝗘𝗨𝗏, he looks like he's got his head clear now.
𝗘𝗨𝗏 just throws caution to the wind every time he unleashes a hook. Very, very dangerous to do in this fight because of the speed we're seeing 𝗘𝗨𝗏 put on display.
We've got 90
Nice
seconds.
hook on they traded a jab for a hook there, and I'm not sure who got the better of it.
𝗘𝗨𝗏 needs to keep that right hand on his chin when he's throwing his left hook. I showed him a Dan Hardy fight where I got knocked out, and I've paid for the same thing. Drop the hand because I'm swinging with power, and my opponent caught me clean on the chin. He's got to be very cautious. Those swiping punches from 𝗘𝗨𝗏 have got mean intentions.
There's a driving takedown attempt here from 𝗘𝗨𝗏. Good sprawl so far from 𝗘𝗨𝗏, who gets his hips all the way out.
Beautiful
now the
sprawl.
guard pull from Yazid 𝗘𝗨𝗏 with 1 minute left in round one.
I wonder if we'll see him go back to those butterfly hooks and maybe try and threaten a sweep here again, but he looks like he's clamping down on one of the arms of 𝗘𝗨𝗏. We might see him kick his hips out to the side and potentially attack one of these arms.
So good.
30 seconds left in this first round. Has it only been one round?
A lot of action packed into these first 4.5 minutes. Ignacio 𝗘𝗨𝗏 on top of Yazid 𝗘𝗨𝗏.
Doing a good job with his head. Come on, guys, let's work. Controlling 𝗘𝗨𝗏.
Final 10 seconds. Goddard thought of stepping in and separating, but he'll let him ride out the round. Yazid 𝗘𝗨𝗏 finishing on the bottom. Great fight so far as we head to round two. In the first round of a PFL Europe regular season bout. 𝗘𝗨𝗏 pumping out this jab, giving 𝗘𝗨𝗏 something to look at, then throws one for real. Nice low kick.
That was a fast jab and a hard low kick start the first round.
Offered one upstairs with the left. Lead leg came up right over the shoulder, barely blocked by 𝗘𝗨𝗏.
𝗘𝗨𝗏's not moving well on that lead leg from that one individual low kick. You see how he's not progressing forward as well.
Caught him. Oh, and again.
𝗘𝗨𝗏's got crazy power, and he's not even throwing with excellent technique right now.
Oh, there's the jab again.
That's how they trade. 𝗘𝗨𝗏 goes with the jab, 𝗘𝗨𝗏 with the hook. And just like you said, Dan, Yazid 𝗘𝗨𝗏's got to glue the right hand to his chin. Nice right kick from Yazid.
I like this. I like these kicks being stitched onto the end of his combinations.
Good jab there from Yazid 𝗘𝗨𝗏. Nice
Big
right hand as
𝗘𝗨𝗏
well.
there.
Switch of the stance there from 𝗘𝗨𝗏. Does not like these leg attacks.
Oh, they're very powerful. He showed them the last time in Paris as well.
Big John McCarthy, how did you score round number one? Little problem with Big John's audio. We'll get back to him in just a second here.
Oh,
nice
good
jab
jab
there
again
from
there.
𝗘𝗨𝗏. Both of these guys having success when they throw right down the pipe. But it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Hooks are so fun.
He does a great job putting his body weight behind those jabs.
The jab from 𝗘𝗨𝗏 is very, very quick. Very quick.
Two minutes gone in round number two.
𝗘𝗨𝗏 is definitely struggling to move on that lead leg. I think he's covering it well. He just doesn't seem to be able to have the same kind of. There, look, now he's switched his stance.
𝗘𝗨𝗏 is really starting to mix up the strikes here. You saw him hunting for the body, working the jab. We've seen both legs go high with the kicks. 𝗘𝗨𝗏
Right hand again, he wobbled up again. He's still wobbly.
Oh,
Got knockout!
Ignacio 𝗘𝗨𝗏 with the uppercut knockout!
Here we go. Level change is coming. He anticipates it. Pops him right on the chin. Beautiful work. Really, really clever.
He was wobbly here.
Great
Wow.
anticipation by 𝗘𝗨𝗏. He knew he had him hurt, and what do people with grappling skills do when they're hurt? They shoot. He knew it was coming, Timed that uppercut perfectly. One more shot for good measure. Mark Goddard steps in.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard calls a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 31 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via knockout, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗦.
23 years old is 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Most of the time she's a younger fighter. That's not the case here. Mariam 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is 21 years of age, 2 inches taller for the Georgian, but the longer arms and legs belong to 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is in the white, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in the black trunks.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
Flyweight regular season contest here in Newcastle upon Tyne.
I'm on the edge of my seat for this, and I feel like I may abandon my seat in the next 2 minutes. I was not expecting these two to be so aggressive towards one another. And I think Mariam's going to be playing mind games all the way through this fight. She's going to be trying to distract Chanel, rile her, trying to get her to lose her composure. And that's going to be a real test for Chanel.
We've already seen 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 switch stances twice here. Chanel trying to work behind the jab. Valentina Skitinci, victorious here tonight, will face the winner of this fight in Glasgow, Scotland on September 28th.
Great movement there by Dyer. Move away from the fence.
There's that Muay Thai teep, stabs into the midsection. Just going back to a conversation we were having earlier, guys, about the fact that you don't have to throw with power all the time. That's what Chanel's very good at, is connecting, measuring her power until she sees her opponent is there for the taking, and then she starts to really throw with power. And look at this pressure into the fence here.
As soon as 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 switches stances, Dyer attacks that lead leg. And then the combination on the stand-up.
That's got 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑's attention. So she's hands down. It's like she's trying to draw Chanel into throwing hands. I think she might try and level change. Chanel's going to be cautious of that as she gets confident with her striking here. Those low kicks are already doing real damage to that leg.
Maybe trying to take too many more. Well placed on these low kicks as well for Dyer.
Head movement there by 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
And Mariam Dyer repositions herself after every action. She's ready to fire away.
Good steady pressure.
She's so good with the team.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 looking serious for the first time this week. Oh, now she's trying to clinch. Good frame by Chanel. Good footwork.
Beautiful job there again.
Chanel's starting to find her range here with her hands. See the touching with the kicks over and over again. Racking up points, damaging the legs.
Mariam 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 just continues to run these laps around the cage. 2-3 times they've already circled past the broadcast position.
Very nice with the head kick there.
Good head movement there.
Tried the push kick to the face.
I think 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 has now started to realise this might be more difficult for her to get into than she anticipated. Like, you've got to think she's had 11 fights compared to the 4 that Chanel's got. And she's been running through opponents as well, but this is a different level for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, as well as for Chanel, of course, but a lot of people are looking to Chanel in this bracket to be the one that sets the level for the women's flyweights.
I'm willing to say that there's very few women on the planet that are able to deal with this kind of stand-up. The kind of stand-up Dyer is showing, it's phenomenal.
Nice body shot there, she's very sharp, and it's a constant work rate as well. Let's have a look at this. Goes to the body. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, hands down, bam! She was expecting the shot to the body. Beautiful work. Let me get my telestrator out. Here we go, here we go. So we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's hand drop here. Beautiful shot to the body. Now, we're gonna pause it here. Look, you can see where 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's arms are. Let's just take it back a second, guys. Just before the head kick lands, look where 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's hands are. When Chanel moves, the hands come down. They're here, look, below the shoulders. Chanel sold the body shot. She put the foot at the side of her head. Beautiful knockout. Fantastic.
Chanel landed so many kicks to the body. She didn't know where to put her hands to block whatever was coming her way. And again, Dyer's attacking, and every single time she attacks, after the attack, she places her feet the perfect way to fire again. This is the perfect example of that. Incredible knockout. What a prospect Chanel Dyer is.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Derek Lee calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 53 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout, Chanel Dyer!
Tail the tape for this contest. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗣𝗘, 32 years old. Thomas Grunwald is 30. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗣 is the taller fighter here, and as one would expect, reach advantage on arms and legs, favoring the taller fighter. There is the Finnish fighter Thomas Grunwald in the white trunks. Opposite him in the black, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗣𝗘, last year's bantamweight champion in PFL Europe.
Man, I'm excited for this one. Both of these guys are so skilled and talented. You see the footwork from Grunwald straight away. He's going to set up that level change when he can.
Both guys connect there.
There it is.
Take down the 10. Got a single.
Man, it would be a statement if he could take Kakarov down here.
He's got some serious elevation, just the tips of Kakarov's toes still on the mat.
Man, it was enough though.
It's good defense so far from Kakarov.
Strong turn there.
Grab that body lock with the over-under. Couple of knees digging, one from Grunwald, one from Kakarov.
You see Grunwald's keeping that left arm of Kakarov really tight. He doesn't want Kakarov to break.
Those knees to the midsection though, you've got to watch those. They could crack a rib super easy. Oh, and a nice level change there, but look at that underhook straight away from Kakarov.
He just scooped Grunwald back up chest to chest. Left hand landed for Grunwald. Risky business engaging in those kind of front kick exchanges.
Barely missed the chin of Grunwald with that front kick.
Was able to land a couple of knees. Now 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗣𝗘 presses Grunwald into the cage again.
You can see from the back of Kakarov how much power
Keep the fingers out of the cage,
Grunwald has.
Right, driving him into the fence. So it's worth noting that in the arena we have Dean Garnett here, who obviously is going to be facing the winner of these guys at the playoffs September 28th in Glasgow. There he is. I imagine he's making some mental notes here. I know that Dean is desperate to fight last year's champion, but of course if Grunwald beats last year's champion, he becomes the man with the target on his back.
Pressure now from
there to
Kakarov.
Good job, Grunwald, to reverse that forward momentum. Put Kakarov on the defensive there momentarily.
The technique that really stood out last year, if you remember guys, in Berlin, was the same side attack from Kakarov. Right kick, right hand followed, so difficult to defend. There's a nice right hand over the top from Grunwald.
Both of these guys throwing incredibly hard. You can see the left side of Grunwald's face, some markings around that eye because Kakarov's right hand is stuck through a couple of times.
It's a good jab there by Kakarov.
Now he goes to the right hand to the body, follows it up with a right kick.
Some of the techniques that Kakarov likes to use, absolutely incredible. He likes to throw a Superman punch and then follow it up with leg kicks. Very entertaining, but Grunwald is keeping the pressure on him, so it's difficult to do actions like that.
Nasty low kick. Gronvald absorbs it with a spin.
I like that faint level change that we've had a couple of times from Gronvald.
Oh, it's a good knee there from Kakarov.
Gronvald just ran straight into a right hand. Gonna have to get his head off that center line. Oh, nice kick on the counter.
Right high.
Heavy on the head. Push his head.
Good sprawl here from Kakarov. I think Gronvald felt a little pain on that kick. Right into a right hand again.
Oh, that was a good kick.
Glanced off the guard, but
Gronvald's been covered for both of them, but they're still getting through. Power can still get through even when you're covered with a head kick.
compromised the balance at the very least.
And as you just said, Dan, he hides it behind the same hand. He hit both those kicks behind the left hand and then landed him.
Gronvald just landed a right hand there that looked like it could have stumbled Kakarov for a moment.
Good combination into a level change, right into a single.
This looks like a takedown he could finish here if he runs that pipe with confidence.
Good call, Dan Hardy. Gronvald's
No
got
elbows. We went through this. No elbows
Kakarov to
whatsoever.
the seat of his pants for now.
15 seconds. 15 seconds. Yep. Just stay right there. Keep him tight. Stay
It's going
right
to be
there.
a confidence builder for Gronvald, knowing that eventually he was able to get this fight to the floor. In the first round, is always going to be the most difficult to ground your opponent if they've got good wrestling.
If the technical difficulties have been resolved, how'd you score round one?
I absolutely have that for Kakarov. He was a guy that had the heavier shots by far. A lot of big knees, and even the kicks that were blocked, like you guys said, they were having an effect. They were rattling his dome. 10-9 Kakarov in the first round.
And almost at the opening bell of this round, you saw Tomas Gronvald sprint onto a right hand. Seems to be unfazed.
That's what I was about to say, Sean. He just doesn't seem to be fazed by anything that's coming in his direction. If anything, those head kicks were the thing that got his respect the most as they bounced off his guard.
21 pro fights, hasn't been stopped yet. Now we understand why.
Wow. Good timing on the knee.
Kakarov was able to do a little more now. He's got his distance where he likes to work from.
He's ducking that head. He's ducking that head.
Dennis Davis calling from the corner. Kakarov to get the timing on that dip of Gronvald's head.
Good level change there by Gronvald to tie Kakarov up.
Man power on that body shot. So what you can see happening here, you can see the overhook on this side for Gronvald. That's what's keeping him attached to his opponent right now. Really what he wants to do is circle himself around, so he's putting his opponent up against the fence. Right now, these knees to the midsection from Kakarov, though, are really causing some issues, and you can see how he circled that one in as well. He's very, very clever with the way that he applies these knees.
If you want this position, cleaner work.
Slipped there from Kakarov. Scrambles right back to his feet before Gronvald could take advantage of it.
And he was so quick to dig that underhook to stop Gronvald taking his back. His instincts are very, very elite. Gronvald looking for that level change, and I think he's gonna fake that level change and come over the top again. And he's walking through these shots from Kakarov. Nobody did that in 2023.
Just an incredibly stiff jab, and Gronvald shrugs it off. And there's the right hand.
Really good right hand. A lot of power there. Not a good jab there by Kakarov.
75%, of course, of Gronvald's wins are because of knockouts.
There's one each. I will say those body shots from Kakarov, even if it's just an arm punch, they're really thudding into the ribcage.
Dan, I would not be surprised, Dan, if Kakarov starts to concentrate more on that body, because clearly Gronvald's head is made of granite. Dean Garnett looking on. He will face the winner of this fight in Glasgow after a walkover victory.
I wonder if this fight's going the way that Dean Garnett expected. Gronville's still just moving forward. He has not been deterred by anything coming in his direction. That was a nice level change, but the fact that he went for the double leg allowed Kakarov to sprawl.
It's a good knee there by Kakarov, getting back up.
Turn.
Now Gronville pressuring in. See if he's going to be able to get that head position again. Very much a 50-50 position here. You can see the cross wrist control from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 that he's using to try and turn his opponent up against the fence. Clever work there.
Yeah, as you say, Dan, if you don't have the head position in this position, it's going to be really hard to pull anything off.
Gronville digging another underhook. Now he's got double underhooks. Can he do anything with this? This is where the height advantage of Kakarov comes into play. He needs a lower body load. You can see Kakarov's got that overhook, so he's holding his opponent up. Ideally, Gronville wants to be around the waist so he can start manipulating the middle of the body instead of trying to move the upper body, which of course he's going to struggle with a taller opponent.
Kakarov looking for a chip, but got denied there by Gronville.
Fingers out the cage, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑. Keep your fingers out.
Another warning from the referee there, grabbing the fence. Got to be careful. A point deduction here could be crucial on the scorecards.
More shots to the body.
Yeah, I don't know what these bantamweights in Europe are doing to each other, but most of them can't make themselves through training camp without getting injured.
Appreciate final round.
He was champing at the bit to step in as well. He could not wait.
Oh, there's another right hand. Kakarov catches Gronville coming in. Attempts that front kick high again, but beautiful 1-1-2. And Gronville eats it, and another. This guy does not mind the damage.
It's good right hand there by Gronville. Oh, beautiful front kick to the face by Kakarov.
Well, as this furious pace continues, we actually sent Gareth A. Davies over to talk with Dean Garnett, who will fight the winner of this fight between rounds. Gareth, what kind of insight did you get from Dean?
Well, Dean's watching it intently. Mr. Garnett's watching it with absolute intent. Of course, he faces the winner, but he says that Kakarov overcommits, that he opens up too much, and you can see those counters coming from his opponents every now and again and being very successful. He says he will expose his style. He is suitable.
Man, that was a sniping right hand. Sorry to cut you off there, Gareth. We have just determined the winner of this fight and the next opponent for Dean Garnett.
Beautiful time in there.
Follow up on the ground. It's a great stoppage. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 make it 9 pro knockouts in 13 victories.
Over the left hand of Gronville. Follows it up with another right hand. Wasn't necessary, but look at that. Beautiful job by Kakarov. The time that he threw the front kick, planted his feet, landed with big power. Incredible knockout again from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Crosby calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 11 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner via knockout, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
Tail the tape for this bantamweight semifinal. Lewis McGrillen, 23 years of age. Dean Garnett is 13 years his elder. Both men standing 5 feet 6 inches tall. Reach advantage on arms and legs from Lewis McGrillen.
Ready?
Buzzing for this one.
Cannot wait to see how this plays out. Lewis McGrillen is in the black. Dean Garnett is in the blue. Southpaw stance from McGrillen as usual.
Like that busy lead hand from McGrillen. There's going to be a battle southpaw v orthodox. Dean Garnett investing in those calf kicks early, but they're difficult to get when it's open stances. I think Dean Garnett's looking with that straight left to counter that left hand. I think he expects he can get to the chin quicker than Lewis. Man, there's tension in this room.
Inside leg kick. Tosses the feet out from under Lewis McGrillen.
Good defense there by McGrillen. Garnett's twitchy and wide-eyed. He can clearly know the danger that he's up against here with McGrillen. Full focus on that left hand. Stay away from it at all costs.
Well, as he focuses on that hand, he's chopping away at the lead leg. McGrillen tries to dial the left hand into the body. Alexander Luster looking on. He made quick work of his semifinal not so long ago here in Glasgow.
I think McGrillen's building confidence here. I think he was expecting Garnett to try and bully him a little bit more, but given the fact that Garnett has allowed Lewis to hold the center, kind of playing into Lewis's hands a little bit. Unless Dean's expecting a real fast level change and he's going to need the whole... Nice sweep there from Dean Garnett.
Dean Garnett rolls through. Garnett in trouble again on the short left hand.
Garnett's hurt here. He's trying to recover.
He's barely awake. McGrillen pounding away. Hammer fist just misses.
Man, McGrillen's scrapping looks good.
Dean Garnett wide-eyed again. Is he all the way back? There's another inside leg kick. Tentative this time.
McGrillen's got to be smart how he throws that next left hand because Garnett's going to be ready to counter it.
We've seen that left hand, Dan, come from so many different angles.
Like the one he threw against Sadoshiov was beautiful. Garnett's clinging on.
McGrillen trying to back out. Garnett pressing him against the cage now. McGrillen reverses that position.
Garnett got damage to his eye there. I'm not sure what caused it. Maybe they can isolate it in the truck. It seems to be bothering him.
He's grimacing in a lot of pain, it would seem. Maybe an orbital situation for Garnett. Left hand for McGrillen, pounding away. And where's the cut from?
That's in McGrillen's eyebrow by the look of it. Garnett's got to be wondering how he keeps up with this guy. McGrillen is lively tonight. He's going to break and strike in a moment. Garnett's being distracted by that arm. He's got to get his game face back on. Little sharp.
Now Lewis McGrillen pawing at the blood. Inside of 1 minute here in the first round. Left hand to the body.
He's got his arm inside here and not able to force some space. Man, he's so close to getting out. Garnett is hanging on to this guillotine.
How many momentum swings in the first round? Here's another grip on that guillotine. That eye is still a problem for Dean Garnett even as he attacks this submission.
Sits back to the guillotine again, but McGrillen turns out.
On the guillotine squeeze from Dean Garnett, who's in the blue. Lewis McGrillen is in the black. And the crowd here at the Oval Hydro in Glasgow. Left hand landed for McGrillen. Dean Garnett surviving and wrestling.
McGrillen reaching for that switch.
Garnett is on that single leg. He's got to build up to his legs, though. Legs are still gone.
The stoppage, but for what?
That looked like a knee, but I don't know whether Dean Garnett was down or not. We need to see that replay to see if it was a legal shot or not. I don't know whether Dean was down when it landed. Here we go, let's have a look. Dean's up on his feet. Oh man, that is right on the border. I don't know, I'm not sure.
Are both feet the only things planted? The shin is down. I don't know if the seat is all the way, but it's clearly thrown as he's falling.
As he's falling, it wasn't thrown as an illegal knee.
That knee was thrown on a falling opponent, not a fallen opponent. As we take another look from the side angle, you should be able to see if the seat is actually down.
Oh man, I don't know.
You know what else is like, Paul?
I mean, you can see when the knee leaves, when it begins the trajectory, that Dean Garnett is still falling backward.
The thing, Dean's clearly conscious as he lands. It looks to me like the knee's thrown there, it lands, and then Dean hits the floor as it's landing. So difficult to tell that one.
These things happen in real time in a split second. Replay is a tool, but even that is imperfect. Excellent work by the referee to make sure that this is taken care of correctly. And of course, it also can become a question, Dan. Dean Garnett, can he continue? Dean Garnett, does he want to continue? Is he aware of the situation and the possibility of him calling this fight as a no contest on an illegal blow?
Because he can't see out of his eyes still. He's still complaining about that, but that's not the foul from this moment. We don't know whether that was an eye poke or not.
So he is impaired. He wants to carry on. Is he okay to carry on? With your medical opinion?
Is he okay to carry on in your medical
That's not important. It's whether the doctor thinks you're able.
Ready to go.
Step back from me. Step back from me.
The thing is, Dean's been dropped so many times already.
You have to clear him, doctor. Dean! Away from the corner.
Point deduction for McGrillen.
Illegal strike, 1 point. Illegal strike, 1 point.
Interesting.
Illegal strike, 1 point.
To be illegal strike, a point deducted. But the doctor says, and Dean Garnett says, okay, continue. Back to the action.
You've got to wonder when that point deduction is going to come into play in a fight like this, though. Oh, that was a good kick from Garnett. McGrillen looking lively again.
You have to applaud Garnett here. He could have found an easy way out. Refused to do so. And he continues to attack that lead leg, even as his eye is compromised from whatever happened to it in the first round. Garnett trying to hunt for that guillotine. On the exit from Lewis McGrillen, who now wrestles to the top.
You can see that leg lock attempt here from Dean Garnett. He's inverting for a heel. McGrillen's got to be careful here.
This is nasty work. McGrillen was in danger there momentarily. And I wonder if that crank's going to make him feel it tomorrow.
Kimura attempt from McGrillen here. Tries to get his leg out, back to the feet.
Swinging away with the left hand again. But right back to his feet. The resiliency of Dean Garnett in this fight to not only take this damage, but continue to threaten.
McGrillen throws that left hand like he's the final shot of the day every single time.
As he takes a few deep breaths, he's going to have to be sure that he can keep that power, because Dean Garnett is not going away as we've reached the halfway point of this fight.
We've got half a round to go here. About 65 knockdowns.
More work on the lead leg by Garnett. And he's just barely avoided getting smashed again with that left hand.
Oh, and again, Garnett catched him with that check hook. You can see that veteran savvy in Dean Garnett. The hours and hours that he spent coaching, that coach's mindset has raised his fight IQ. Keeping him in this fight right now against a very tough, dangerous fighter like Lewis McGrillen. But that left hand keeps finding a home. Garnett's got to get himself off the fence here.
McGrillen tries to throw that right arm up as a shell. Garnett just underneath another looping left hand. Down to the body from the left.
I love the variety in that left hand from McGrillen. Remember when he did to 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Rise through the guard, going with a hooking uppercut.
From Garnett.
Yeah, he's having some success with that left hook. Catching McGrillen as he's dropping his lead hand to throw the left. 40 seconds.
Jab this time from Garnett. Now trying to lead the dance a little bit. Some feints and movement from the savvy veteran. Blood trickling from the eye of Lewis McGrillen. Exchange of lefts. Another time Garnett goes off balance.
Man, Garnett must wonder what Lewis McGrillen's got in his gloves. The power that he's got is unnatural.
10 seconds left here in round two. McGrillen swings and misses with the left hand. And to the third frame we go. Down 9-9. Imploring the fans here at Ogo Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. One last round. Winner moves on to a bantamweight PFL Europe Championship Belt in Lyon, France. And again, Lewis McGrillen attacking with his left. Swinging away both of these fighters. Impact for both. The jab from Garnett.
This is McGrillen's kind of fight. He is a front foot brawler with big power in his hands. We see his fight IQ improving constantly, but in the pocket trading power punches is where McGrillen wants to be.
If I'm Alexander Luster and I'm watching this fight, I'm game planning for anything but a stand-up battle between whoever wins.
You can see Lewis keep feinting for that body shot. I think he's going to sink that left into the body again.
Now Lewis McGrillen, chest to chest, pressing Dean Garnett into the barrier.
You see a neck-breaking strike from one of these guys. I think Dean Garnett really needs to start taking over in this round. Even with the point deduction, you don't know how these rounds have been scored. 10-8s, 10-7s. I mean, who knows? Both of these guys have been down a couple of times at least. Dean Garnett clearly dropped a few times.
There were many, and it was the last one that finishes this fight. Garnett on the charge. The retreating Lewis McGrillen throws a left hand right over the shoulder and face plants Dean Garnett for the finish.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Crossley calls a halt to that simply incredible fight at 1 minute and 45 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner via knockout and clinching his place in the championship, the McGrillen, Lewis McGrillen!
Till the tape for this, brought to you by Road to Dubai. In your co-main event, Patrick Habirora, as I mentioned, 43 years of age, Safta 29. Habirora, the taller fighter here, standing 6 feet 1 inch tall. The catch weight they agreed upon, 165 pounds, and you can see a very significant 10-inch advantage on the arms. That reach in favor of Patrick Habirora. Safta's in the black shorts. Habirora's in the green.
We're good.
You heard the pop from that Leon crowd for Patrick Habirora.
Yep.
Co-main event.
We're good.
Starting now.
Round number 1. Ready, have fun.
Straight away, Safta closes the distance. Man, what a fast right hand straight away.
Just a laser from Patrick Habirora right into the side of 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘's head.
Just know that as soon as Safta gets an opportunity to level change, he's going to be disappearing. He wants to try and create a scramble here. Slow Patrick down on the floor. Maybe tangle up one of his limbs.
Straight right hand to the body from Habirora. Rear hand uppercut, dangerous punch sometimes, but Safta was moving backwards.
Great management of range so far by Patrick Habirora. Keeps that lead hand down so he can snipe with the jab and also counter with that check hook. He's so confident in his speed, in his reaction times, that he allows his opponents to get close to him so he can look to counter. Safta biting on that jab feint. Got to be cautious with that guard, got to keep it tight. Oh!
Overhand right for Safta. Patrick Habirora ate a couple there. Grabs the body lock and muscles Safta down.
Beautiful takedown there, but potentially moving into Safta's world. Takedown here. I think Patrick's going to try and twist him off the fence. Safta's got back to a 50-50. Maybe Safta's going to try and reverse this. Got that tight body lock now.
You can see the size difference pretty evident here as they're hugging against the cage.
Well, progress this position, gentlemen. Progress.
Elbows to the thigh as well.
Progress this position, gentlemen. Second warning.
Strike, but now Safta's got the double underhooks and is able to turn his opponent against the fence. Lovely shoulder bump there from Safta.
Break. Step back. Hey, I said break. I said break. Listen.
Turn around,
Patrick. Patrick, turn around. Fight.
Got a side eye from Patrick Habirora for it.
Time! Over there, Catalin. Over there. I'll check it.
The cup.
Over there.
Stop waiting for the referee to intervene.
Over here.
Which is the correct thing to do.
Stay there. Coach.
You didn't feel like you landed an illegal blow.
No coaching. Check it for me.
This is an interesting first round start for Safta. He started aggressive and that was a,
yeah.
That
was low.
Right
That was low. Take your time. Stay there. Patrick, take your time. That was low. I'll deal with it. Stay there for me. All right. Again, I know. Listen to me as well. When I say time,
2
stop.
minutes left here.
Just stop, okay? Okay. All right, good. Don't do it, coach. You let me know when you're good.
Dan Mulvahedi making sure
good?
that the coaches are.
Watch your shots, please. Time back in. Ready, fight.
Back underway here in round 1. Quick jab from Patrick Habirora. Circling on the outside of the cage. Safta with the level change. And look at that. Habirora just shrugs off the attack.
Very quick reactions. And great footwork as well. He's also moving himself into better positions by moving his feet, a thing that a lot of fighters forget to do. Oh, the right hand.
And a 1-2. Digs a left hook to the body. There's that angle uppercut from the rear hand.
Trying to loosen up a little bit with the hands now. And because Safta's constantly pushing forward, Patrick knows that he's going to be there for the counter shots like he was for that right hand there as he throws the calf kick.
And switched stances there very quickly. Smile from Catalin Safta.
Yeah, it was a hard low kick. Beautiful head movement. And the best solution really for that long jab that Habirora's got, because he needs to plant a lot of weight onto that lead leg in order to flick that jab out as quickly as he does. But he needs to leave the weight on the lead leg, so if Safta's able to get his head off the center line, he might be able to keep digging his shin into that calf and take some footwork away.
Good right hand. The jab didn't really commit to it, but threw it out there for Safta to look at and drove the right. Now southpaw stance for Habirora.
Good body kick there. Habirora caught it momentarily and knocked Safta off balance, but he must have felt some of the force of that kick as it landed.
Good movement again there from Patrick Habirora.
He does the matador sign. Love it.
Co-main event here in Lyon, France. PFL Europe Championship card. Catalin Safta.
Buddy.
Imploring the crowd for a little bit of energy and noise. Patrick Habirora is in the green trunks. One more fight tonight after this. The return of 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗚, the Lazy King, against Laureano Staropoli.
Great footwork here by Habirora. Safta needs to try and figure out a way of getting a bit closer because he's struggling currently with the movement.
Your fingers, Patrick.
I do like the fact that when he's forcing Patrick up against the fence, he is committing to those punches, knowing that Patrick's going to drop his hands and try and slip. Oh, front kick to the face from Safta.
Nifty work from Safta there. Now getting more aggressive.
Both having a good time in there, which I like to see.
Watch your heads.
Habirora tries to go underneath the combination.
Watch your heads.
The trip attempt there from Safta. Habirora able to reverse the position, put Safta's back on the cage. Safta returns the favor.
He must be very physically strong in this position. Not many people are able to move Patrick around like that. Safta breaks.
Fires that fast jab, clear speed advantage between the two for Patrick. Feints with the jab, doesn't throw it, pops to the body instead. Oh, and a nice jab. Patrick's looking for finishing techniques here.
Chopping left hook. Now behind the jab again.
I think that body might be hurt. Oh, that's a nice short counter right hand. Reminding Habirora he can't get a little too overzealous on the inside. And a takedown.
Got the hands together. Nice work by 𝗟𝗘. That was a deep shot, full penetration, and then had the hands locked, but 𝗟𝗘 stays on his feet.
Patrick needs to dig a little more with that underhook.
Use his position,
𝗟𝗘
gentlemen.
starting to work down the body to the legs. Now he switches to a single leg, takes some elbows for his trouble.
These are nasty elbows coming down, that Travis Brown style elbow.
Your hands out the gloves.
Forces 𝗟𝗘 to stand back up. Two minutes left in round number 2. Co-main event here in Lyon, France. Patrick Habirora attacking the body of 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Now in combination. 𝗟𝗘 happy to offer one back.
Put your fingers, Patrick.
𝗟𝗘 does a good job of balling up and covering himself. He really takes very few shots clean. I think if I'm Patrick now, I'm looking at working to the body because every time he attacks to the head, there are ribs exposed there.
Fast hook. 𝗟𝗘 offers a leg kick. Has had some success with that attack. Good catch on the kick there from Habirora. You saw 𝗟𝗘 bail out on that one.
Switches his stance. Is he going to look for a body kick? Thinking about it. There. Oh, man. Whipped that around. 𝗟𝗘 was lucky he was moving away from it.
Habirora's giving him that body kick to look at and brought that one a little bit higher. So 𝗟𝗘 is now going to have to account for both the head kick and the body kick on the defense. But he does a great job, as you mentioned, Dan, of taking steam off of everything with his movement. Doesn't eat anything very clean. High kick attempt again there from Habirora, blocked.
Beautiful footwork. Look at that. Just had a message from the big boss, Don Davis, who is thoroughly enjoying this PFL Europe event. Lovely footwork here again by Habirora. Just drifts so light on his toes. Nice feint there. Getting 𝗟𝗘 to bite on that feint. You know he's going to throw that head kick in against at some point.
𝗟𝗘 trying to right-handed body, spinning back fist from Habirora and a jab as round 2 winds down. Third and final here in the co-main event. Patrick Habirora in the green, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in the black. 5 more minutes here in Lyon. Catch weight opportunity for both of these fighters. 𝗟𝗘 felt like Patrick Habirora was a little bit overhyped coming into this fight. I'd be surprised if the judges don't have it 2 rounds to none for Habirora if we get there.
And I also think 𝗟𝗘 might be understanding some of the hype now coming behind Patrick Habirora, the speed and the skills that this kid's got. Beautiful jab again.
𝗟𝗘 incredibly game though, and as you noted several times, just very defensively sound. Not able to get a ton of offense going here. He's been too reactive to everything Habirora is throwing, but very dangerous, especially right after the breaks. Nifty attack there from Habirora, who has been showing different stances.
𝗟𝗘 fights like a veteran as well. He's a very, very patient fighter. You can see his composure when he's under pressure by Patrick. His defense is very, very well thought out.
Put your hands.
Man, little clash forward there. Habirora just missed the knee. Good footwork by 𝗟𝗘 to get out of the way as Habirora changed levels.
low kick there by Safta. Habirora switches to southpaw, maybe looking for that kick again. Stab to the midsection with the front kick, back to orthodox.
That's new. He hasn't offered that yet so far in this fight. Constantly evolving, new attacks, giving Safta new things to look at. Heavy leg kick again from Safta.
So we can see Safta coming crashing forward. Oh, what a punch!
Unbelievable. Oh my!
Here we go. Look at this short right hand, incredible, and rolls out of the counter punch on the underside. That was superb. Here it is one more time. Head movement, pow! Game over. Manages to get one more good one in there before the referee jumps in. Great work by the officials.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Momohedi calls a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 16 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner by knockout, Patrick Habirora!
Take a look at our tail of the tape for this last first round fight in our lightweight tournament. Brought to you by Arkham Advanced Stats. Connor Hughes 27, Sebastian DeFranco is 30. Hughes is 1 inch taller, but the longer reach belongs to the man from Belgium. Sebastian DeFranco waving the Belgium flag. He's got black trunks. Connor Hughes representing England in the green.
Let's go.
Touch of the gloves, we are underway. DeFranco also in the southpaw stance. Side leg kick there, and Connor Hughes forces a reset on the stance of Sebastian DeFranco.
Oh, there's that check hook. Connor loves people crashing forward like that. You can't be too aggressive with him, otherwise he's going to find an opportunity to catch you. Left hook, rear uppercut.
Connor Hughes has already made some big kicks on the inside of Sebastian DeFranco's leg. The movement's looking a little wonky, maybe from some early reaction to that. DeFranco off balance, it goes to his rear. Allows the man from Belgium to get back to his feet.
I wonder if that will make DeFranco reluctant to throw his legs more for the risk of being off balanced. Amazing you go back to Connor's PFL debut, he just looks so different now. I mean, he's physically a lot different as a fighter, but his composure as well, his belief in his technical skills is so evident.
Yeah, look at the large contusion on the inside of the right calf of Sebastian DeFranco from those Connor Hughes kicks.
Oh my goodness.
Right on the kind of between the shin and the bulge of the calf muscle.
Holy moly.
It's filling up with fluid with every step.
Starting to remind me of 𝗟𝗚𝗔𝗚𝗏's head after that title fight.
That was a wild alteration of one's appearance. Hughes tries to attack it again.
You can see how debilitated that leg is, the way that DeFranco's trying to move it. It's not even working correctly.
Tried to reset, step to the side. Almost a dead foot. And we've seen that. Again, these calf kicks, these low kicks, normally attack the outside of the shin. Effective also on the inside.
Connor Hughes
looking closer, sorry.
Connor Hughes
Conor realizes how much damage he's done.
Probably not. He can't exactly look down to observe it the way that we can, but taking the coaching from his corner.
It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Because obviously if DeFranco's not responding to it like he's in pain, then Conor's potentially not going to realize how much damage he's actually done. That's where you need to rely on your corner team to be pointing those guys. That was a good left hand from DeFranco.
And another check hook from Hughes, but he had to, as the motion and the punches from DeFranco forced him backwards.
I'll be honest, I've got to wonder whether there's some kind of hairline fracture being caused there, because that swelling's coming so fast.
Very aggressive swelling, and it's in an odd place. That would be on the tibia, which is a very, very strong and powerful bone in the human leg. Maybe only soft tissue as we approach the 1 minute mark here in round one. Big blitz forward from Sebastian DeFranco.
And again, you can see in that blitz where his footwork let him down.
Good left from DeFranco. Pressing forward. Good elbow as well. And more on the neck than the jaw. So that can be just as effective at times. Now DeFranco feeling like he's scoring with these combinations. Ooh, nasty again with that inside leg kick.
You've got to wonder if they're going to ice it between rounds, and if the ice is going to be beneficial.
Conor Hughes there in the green, Sebastian DeFranco in the black. One more look down at the shin from the man from Belgium.
Ready? Ready? Let's go.
Once again, open stances with DeFranco in the southpaw stance. Hughes with another check hook at the straight left from DeFranco. About the third time that combination has landed exactly that way in this fight. PFL fans, thanks to that prize guy, one lucky winner at home will be gifted 500 pounds. Scan the QR code on your screen, enter to win now. Also giving 5,000 pounds to that prize guy is to a performance of the night winner to be decided on the card tonight. Swing and a miss there for Hughes. Another blitz forward. DeFranco had some success with that late in round two, but Hughes able to drop his rear foot and offer the check hook that time.
Yeah, Conor's got to start setting that inside low kick up now, because it's such an obvious weapon that he's using, that DeFranco's removing his leg most of the time. I like this head movement from both of them though in the pocket. Quite happy to stand inside boxing range. Here it is again, short shot to the body.
You can see how gingerly DeFranco has to move on that leg. Almost better to be close here in the pocket. Not allow Conor to get a good whip on the leg kicks.
You know what's interesting, Sean? This is a weird observation. But Conor looks like he's had a real tough first round in the fact that he's sweating. And DeFranco has no sweat on him. Like, his heart rate must be like 60 beats a minute right now.
Good left hand from DeFranco. That's some great observation, Dan.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Maybe he just doesn't sweat.
Oh, and he charges forward. Conor's movement very good, though, in reverse.
Little shuffle with the feet did DeFranco to set up that blitz forward. Did not fool Conor Hughes. Excellent work by Hughes to make him pay as he tried to exit out to the left, slice that pie.
Nice movement with the head from DeFranco there. Touch with the jab, slipped away and then pushed forward. I think his confidence is on the rise here. That was a good left hand as well around the side. Franco. He's a big right hook on the chin, followed by a left hook. Two-punch combination from Connor Hughes. Here we go. Right hook on the chin. Oh, he didn't even touch him with the lead hand, really.
The left, that was academic. He was out with the right hand. Dan, I'm not part of the prize guy's decision one way or another, but you're going to have a hard time finding a more beautiful technique than that tonight.
Referee Derek Hickey calls a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 46 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner via knockout and securing their place in the semi-finals, Connor Hughes.
Time now for the tail of the tape for this main event. Ireland's Paul Hughes and Brazil's Bruno Miranda. Brought to you by that prize guy. Paul Hughes, 28 years of age. Bruno Miranda is 34. Hughes stands 1 inch taller, weighed in 3 pounds heavier, and has a 3-inch reach advantage over Miranda.
All right, gents, you're both clear with the rules. You know exactly what I expect from you. Listen to me at all times. Have fun, enjoy. Touch gloves if you want to.
Sean O'Connell. I can imagine running through me right now from this crowd. I don't know how Paul Hughes is containing himself.
Dan Mulvaney draws main event duties. He will oversee the action. Bruno Miranda's in the black trunks. Paul Hughes in the green. The lid of SSC Arena about to blow off.
Ready, have fun.
And we are underway. 3 5-minute rounds.
Here we go. Bruno's going to open up with kicks. That's his best weapon. He's got super long-range kicks, and he peppers his opponent with them. We saw against Pitbull. See, Paul is so good at managing the distance between him and his opponent. So good at just being out of range or being just in range to be able to catch it and counter.
Miranda throws a lot of kicks, high volume, big power. He uses those kicks to set up big hits.
All right, here's the replay. You can see Paul taking the center. He catches the kick and delays it in his hand just enough to release and come back with the counter left hook. His left hook is the best weapon in his arsenal. That was a superb counter punch. Here we go again. He's going to catch the kick. There it is, sweeps it to the side and bam with the left hook. And Miranda scoops away, tries to create some space, but Paul Hughes smells the blood in the water and electrifies this Belfast crowd. Absolutely incredible. Man, listen to this crowd.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mulvaney calls a halt to the action at 42 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via TKO, Paul Big News Hughes!
Tail the tape for this bantamweight tournament fight. Anas Azizun is 26, Gustavo Oliveira is 28. Azizun very tall for the weight class at 6 foot even, but he doesn't have that large of a reach advantage. 2 extra inches favoring the man from France. Oliveira will be in the black trunks. Azizun will be in the red. Winner advances to a bantamweight semifinal bout.
Okay, gents, you ready?
In our PFL bantamweight tournament here for Europe. Southpaw stance for Oliveira, orthodox for Azizun. Very upright stance here for Oliveira early.
Sliding side kick to the middle of the leg. Oliveira is very good at stepping through with his punches and crashing into his opponent. But then when they back up, he's got that high kick that he stitches on the end of it. Hey. A little smile from Anas.
Oliveira now trying to follow this up with the ground and pound.
Anas keeping himself in play, trying to get his guard recovered, but he's taking some big shots here. The occasional one's getting through and really rocking his head back. That was a good elbow. A couple of heel kicks to the midsection from Azizun, who's now seemed to have slowed the position down. He's controlled wrists. 2 submissions on his record as well. You've got to watch him from his guard.
Oliveira just waiting here.
You see the little finger tap on the canvas there. I think Oliveira's waiting for some space to open up so he can posture and go. I think Oliveira is cautious of getting elevated by these butterfly hooks.
Stands up out of the closed guard of Azizun. Maybe that's why he was waiting.
Just reloaded his hand as well.
There's that long jab for Anas Azizun. Finished with a right hand to the midsection. Big sweeping left. Wheel kick off balances Oliveira.
This has already become a very tactical and strategic striking match. Like, no one's being reckless. They're both picking their opportunities and picking their shots.
Azizun doing a better job now of getting out of the range of that left hand. Overhand right behind the ear.
Still one who looks really shaken.
Heavy leg kick there from Oliveira, who's taking his time.
Oh, and again with the spinning kick. Azizun spins and catches him with a short right hook just to remind him that you can't be too reckless.
Oh! Right hand from Azizun, nasty. Both of these guys have landed some big shots in the first 3 minutes of this fight. Now the aggression from Azizun almost takes Oliveira all the way off the feet. Timing on that kick.
Great composure by both of these guys, even when they're under pressure and taking shots.
Dispatches Anas Azizun.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. Perfectly timed and executed. Here it is again, Dan.
Man, let us have a look at this. Look at that spinning elbow. Catches him right on the side of the head. Right on the temple. Superb timing. Beautiful placement as well. And didn't even need a follow-up shot. Dips, spins. Wow, that was like a scythe cutting across his head. If he was a boiled egg, that'd have taken the top off. Incredible performance.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell halts the action at 3 minutes and 25 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
Main event tail of the tape is brought to you by that prize guy. Patrick Habirora versus Danny Roberts. Habirora is 24, Roberts is 37. Both men 6'1". You see Habirora moving up a weight class, came in underneath that welterweight limit. And the hometown favorite has a slight reach advantage.
You're going to protect yourselves at all times. Obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting till I tell you to stop. Touch gloves if you want. Step back.
Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy on the commentary desk. Ready. 3 5-minute rounds. Go.
Man, you can cut the tension in this room with a speed of Patrick Habirora might be the leveling factor, though.
I asked him in the fighter meetings if at this larger weight he maintained that speed, if he felt like he could still move as well. He said, yeah, I'm about the same size, I just didn't have to cut weight this time. But he does give up tonight. What do you say, Dan, about 20 plus pounds to Danny Roberts?
Yeah, it has to be. It's a decent amount of weight. I mean, Danny Roberts really rehydrated and filled out well, whereas, as you said, Patrick's kind of walking around at this weight. That was a nice shot to the body. That'll check your weight cut. Look how laser focused Patrick's eyes are. Looking straight through Danny Roberts. Danny wants to close him down. He wants to get close to him so he can weigh on him. He can bear that heavy weight down on him.
Habirora caught Roberts out at the very end of a right hand. I saw Habirora pawing at his left eye briefly. Thought that Roberts maybe got a poke in there. Now Roberts in, pressing Habirora against the barrier, trying to get a takedown.
Yeah, this is where you can really see the size and strength difference, but Habirora's managed to get a tight clinch in here. It's like he's going to try and make some space with that seek up on the bicep. Foot stomp, old school style.
You know, I had to chuckle when Patrick Habirora talked about Danny Roberts. Said, I know that these old school guys like to make it a war. I don't like to make fights a war. I just want to hit you and make you go to sleep. And Danny Roberts wouldn't deny that. He absolutely wants to turn this into a grinding mixed martial arts affair.
Let's use this position and use it. Especially with this being his weight class. The more he can slow Patrick down and stifle him in this early round and drain him. We saw GSP do this to BJ Penn. Fill his arms up with lactate, make him slower. It's like Patrick's got some space here.
Good frame built with that left hand. Buys himself a little bit of room, but Danny Roberts muscles his way back in.
This is your second warning. Use your position or I'll split you up.
Warning from the referee there. It's like Danny Roberts in on a single leg. He tries to run the fight. Great balance there by Patrick.
Excellent reversal of motion. Escape to his right, then his left. And now Habirora is able to extract himself from the grip. 90 seconds left in round one. Main event fight, Patrick Habirora, undefeated rising star out of the Belgian mixed martial arts scene in the green shorts. Danny Roberts, a longtime UFC veteran in the black.
I think we need to see Patrick feint a little bit more. He's kind of stationary to 100 miles an hour. I think if he moved, if he feinted, if he gave Danny some looks, he might draw some attacks out of Danny that he can counter. And that's where his speed would show through.
There's a good combination from Habirora, and you see him in and out so quickly.
And you can see that old school tendency of Danny to kind of stand and swing back as well, like I'm gonna get you. Beautiful and out of range, and now Patrick feints and Danny gives ground.
Habirora drove a nasty right hand into Danny Roberts' midsection. We saw the... Patrick Habirora in the first round! Wow! What a finish for the Belgian bomber! Oh, the head kick. Perfectly timed, perfectly placed. Shin bone to jaw. It actually landed behind the ear. Danny Roberts goes down. He's out with the hammer fist. Rich Mitchell comes in to save the day. And Patrick Habirora in his hometown in front of a sold-out Brussels, Belgium crowd
has his star turn.
Our referee, Rich Mitchell, calls a halt to the action at 4 minutes and 32 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by TKO, the Belgian bomber, Patrick Habirora.
Arkham tail of the tape for this bantamweight semifinal. Barisa Diguzell is 26, Julian Lopez is 35. Lopez is significantly taller, but Barisa Diguzell has a 1-inch reach advantage. Winner advances to Lyon, France for a $100,000 bantamweight tournament championship. Diguzell in the southpaw stance.
Battle of French guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype around Diguzell.
He tries back-to-back high kicks. Oh, the left-hand uppercut already has Lopez in a little bit of trouble.
You gotta be very careful because Baris is a knockout machine.
Man, he commits to these punches.
Another uppercut landed. Lopez is in serious trouble on his back and shelling up.
You gotta go.
It's over! All done! Barisa Diguzell, the sniper!
Wow!
Wow!
Corralled back in.
Very, very fast with the fist, and then he caught him with this hook, and then he couldn't take it anymore, and then he's done.
Man.
Crazy. Very power on the hand. Now he's done. It's not even him. Yeah.
Big
done.
power.
That's crazy. First round.
Wow.
And you know, for some fighters, they need the first round to warm up. You know, to get inside the fight mentally. And when the opponent is fast, like opponent like me, he doesn't let you to get in the fight. You know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell holds the action at 36 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via knockout and securing his place in the PFL Europe Bantamweight Tournament Final, the Sniper, Baris Diguzell.
Semi-final tail of the tape brought to you by 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Connor Hughes, 28, Gino Van Steenis, a year younger. Van Steenis is the taller fighter here, over 6 feet tall at lightweight. Slight reach advantage favoring the Spaniard. Dan Mulvaney will oversee the semi-final action. Connor Hughes in green, Gino Van Steenis in black trunks tonight. Winner advances to take on Alex Chijov for a tournament final in Lyon, France.
Round number 1, gentlemen. You ready? You ready? Have fun.
Connor just trying to edge his way into range, utilizing his feints. The more he can have Van Steenis squeezed up against the fence, the easier it's going to be to protect his movement and to counter his strikes.
Long jab there from Van Steenis to counter the low kick from Connor Hughes.
It's an obvious target, that lead leg for Van Steenis, especially because he's got quite a wide stance and because he steps hard on that lead leg when he throws his punches. If Connor can damage that calf in some way in this first round, that would make his striking exchanges a lot safer. He'd be able to move in and out of range, and Van Steenis won't be able to follow him quite as quickly. Here's the feints. Here's the calf kick again. That one did some damage.
Hughes leading the dance early here. Just over a minute gone, stalking around the outside of the cage. Another snapping kick onto that lead leg. Already redness right around the knee of Gino Van Steenis.
I think Connor might start touching the body here in a minute. I was him, I'd be trying to think about utilizing that left hook. What you'll notice with Van Steenis is he kind of bow and arrows when he throws his jab. So his lead hand goes forward, but his backhand comes away to power it. They're your opportunities to counter when people don't keep their defending hand in good posture. Nice body kick.
Hughes attacks the body again. Back to the leg.
And that's on the redness as well that we can see quite clearly on that leg. Good targeting by Conor. Van Steenis has got to start pulling the trigger here, otherwise Conor's going to walk him down. And you can see Chizov there sitting on the outside of the smart cage watching. Fully expected it to be Conor Hughes. I thought that was interesting in the call-out post-fight. But here's something to consider. If Hughes wins, we have Chizov and Hughes in the final, and they've done 3 rounds of the tournament, 3 years of the tournament.
Both guys potentially benefiting from the experience.
Absolutely.
Both of them in the fighter meetings mentioned they felt prepared. The trial and error weighing in. Van Steenis is over to...
Oh! What a head kick! The high kick from hell! And Conor Hughes puts out Gino Van Steenis.
That was spectacular. And we got Patrick Habirora cage side loving that knockout as well. Wow, look at that finish. What timing. And he'd utilized that step through kick earlier on. Hit to the body, but this time he went to the head. What a finish. That was an elite finish from Conor Hughes. Man, look at the shot from Chizov.
Look at Chizov's reaction.
Right, I'm heading in to talk to Conor. What a finish that was. Conor!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mavahedi calls a hold to the action at 2 minutes and 56 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout and progressing to the finals of the PFL Europe Lightweight Tournament, Conor Hughes!